What's interesting, this message is about gossip. Now, when you understand just how insidious gossip is, you don't take it lightly, but you also don't stress yourself with it, okay? For the most part, most of us have been gossiped on. We've gossiped about people. But when we realize that gossip can negatively impact someone's foundation, aka how is a person going to afford a basic cost of living? How is an individual going to be able to take care of their family? How is an individual going to be able to maintain and sustain self-care? But when you start to understand that gossip can contribute negatively to this, for example, let's say a group of envious, jealous women gossip about a female, you know, this right here can make it so that sexual predators who are masculine, who have interest in that same female, they feel as if they get a free pass to sexually harass and get away with sexual harassment. So there's a group of females I'm picking up that are they play a huge role in the disappearance or the rape of someone that they were extremely envious and jealous of, okay? So gossip can contribute to a lot. Now, when individuals become aware of how the gossip that they have put out has contributed to unsafe standards in the environment, and that others have been harmed by this, well, these gossipers go to great lengths to ensure that the truth doesn't get out. Some have gone as far as murder. Okay? Some have gone as far as trying to get individuals hospitalized. Some have gone as far as stealing people's children and harming their children and harming the children of the person, that they gossip about, like they wanted to harm the person that they gossip about. When I say human nature can be quite insidious, this is why it's very important to understand that if someone has been evil-eyeing you and gossiping about you, and they want to act as if all is well with you, and they do not have the humility to be honest with you and say, I've been evil-eyeing you. I've been wishing bad on you. I've been gossiping about you. And I don't like how it makes me feel, but I have to be woman enough to get this off my chest because I'm walking around with a lot of shame and guilt, and I'm getting a lot of bad karma for mistreating you. And I understand you may not want nothing to do with me, but I just need to get this off my chest. See, this is what a mature individual would do. And immature individual would act as if we're good. All the while, you got frenemy dynamics hoping to be developed. Because these people still have not learned that they're attracting betrayal because they're willing to betray others. And the fact that instead of, being honest about how the betrayal is impacting them, they'd rather harm another, insidiously acting as if we're best friends, forcing themselves on people. This is very interesting when gossipers go from endangering your safety by spreading lies about you based off of their personal lives, projecting their reality onto you, to where you have these same gossipers speaking so kindly about you. You know something's going on. So, without further ado, we're going to get into the cards because gossip, is very dangerous. I know when I, started doing tarot in the public, I had a lot of envious, jealous individuals say a lot of harsh things about me. I will ghost someone right now. If the energy's off, I will ghost your ass. And they took my silence as, you a scared punk ass bitch. I'm going to keep talking shit about you up here in these streets. Only for every time they spoke gossip about me, their reality came out more and more. And instead of these people healthily just saying, okay, why am I gossiping about this person when the emotion of anger is triggered? Instead, they said, I'm angry. And I normally feel better when I just gossip about the target of my anger. Well, these people now are wishing and pleading and begging silently, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. So I'm picking up on people getting a lot of bad karma. Because literally, they wanted to make it so you would not have stability. They wanted to make it so that everything that they spoke over your life would come true. They felt as if they had some sort of power if they were able to speak death on your life and witness it before their eyes, not realizing they were speaking death over their own lives, and that was playing out right in front of their eyes. And a lot of individuals who wish death on you, wanting to see your money dry up, wanting to see your wish fulfillments not come in, the reality of their life is showing up, and there's no way they can deny it. And this all has to do with gossip. Gossipers waste so much of their energy simply talking. They don't have energy to actually put in the physical work or to create or even have a creative thought process that actually works for them. So gossipers get together in community gang stalking type environments and things of that nature. And they plan and plot how to harm someone. And they go to great lengths to keep this a secret, like a secret society. Okay? This is where a person can experience bullying. This is where a person can experience sexual trauma, and when they try to go tell people about it, there's been so much gossip about them to defamate their character. The person will be shunned by another closed-minded person who knows nothing about what's going on, if a closed-minded person is available, or if an open-minded person is available, and they say, hey, I understand what you're going through. Well, a closed-minded person is able to see through all of the illusions in the fog. Where a closed-minded person is where an open-minded person is able to tell these people, you're a highly targeted individual. So a lot of highly targeted individuals are starting to understand that community gang stalkers' biggest weapon has been gossip. And with truth coming out, community gang stalkers are afraid of the consequences of gossip being traced back to them. Some of these stories that are coming out are over the top, and it's just like, what the fuck was you thinking when you came up with this fucking lie? Well, a community gang stalker would say, it fit at this time. But a person with an open mind would say, no, it didn't fit. In fact, here's how it didn't fit. Because if you look presently at the person that was, the target of community gang stalking, where gossip was heavily utilized, this person overcame that. And this is where smart people would say, if you made this lie up, let me see if I utilize the psychological contents of how you created this lie on you, how you will respond. And this is how a lot of people who projected onto you are being called out. The same projections that they put on others is being, given to them face forward. Like, hey, you like to project onto people, so let me see why you keep projecting. And it's uncovering unhealed aspects of gossipers and community gang stalking. This is why community gang stalkers are being extremely kind to individuals who they have community gang stalked, because they're starting to understand that individuals who are highly targeted individuals that they community gang stalked have the gift of forgiveness. They know how to say, hey, what you did was fucked up with the Ace of Swords. I'm going to keep it a buck. But if I hold resentment in my heart, I'm going to stop my own progress. And I'm seeing that you keep doing things subconsciously and subconsciously, not realizing how you're propelling me into spiritual awakenings. Thank you. But what you're really doing is making it harder for yourself. These community gang stalkers who heavily use gossip are now seeing the only person that they have is themselves. This is helping them break out of codependency because they're starting to understand they can't get energy supply from you, with you being an emotional support for them, and they don't have anyone they can trust because they've betrayed so much to the point they've lost all credibility. See, people ain't looking at kind, honest people as weak anymore. They're looking at kind, honest people as a source of balance. This is where the justice card is coming in. Kind, honest people are showing society that just because you experience trauma does not mean you're automatically going to harm somebody. This is where psychology is coming in. You know, individuals in the psychology industry who have normalized toxic behavior due to anger or unprocessed trauma or resentment are being investigated as well during this point in time. Okay? It's showing up that it is a choice to be an asshole if you experience trauma. And this is where individuals who would normally have made it okay for toxic individuals to keep walking about society are being heavily investigated. All right? So this is what's going to make it. So this trickles down to anyone who has gossiped about you to try to stop your wish fulfillment from coming in. We have the Ten of Cups. No, the Ten of Cups here. I feel that you just simply want a happy, healthy family. You just want your family to be peaceful. And toxic, unpeaceful individuals have went above and beyond to create normalized abuse in your family's life. And I feel with the Ace of Swords, you have proven to the external environment, you can keep trying to beat me down and I'm going to rise above it. And what this is showing clearer than anything that these people can even fathom, is that it is a choice to be an asshole. And now these people who gossiped and community gang stalking, teams and things like that, they're starting to realize there's consequences for a gossip story being traced back to the original sender, with thorough evidence being investigated to the point as to why would you even create a lie like this, and why would you project so heavily onto someone so aggressively and then make it seem as if they were troublesome. This is where a lot of gossips are not being able to continue lying because the severity of the conflict that they have contributed to, due to them not wanting to, heal their own families, heal themselves. They simply wanted to destroy your family, destroy your happiness, because they saw that if you got to achieve happiness the way you deserve to achieve it, everything they did to you would come out. So we're picking up on a group of stalkerish gossipers in a community gang stalking organizations that are starting to realize jealousy and envy and comparison and not being accountable and thinking you're going to get away with consistently trying to make it unsafe for someone to live and protect their family has consequences. So be patient as justice comes about, because it's going to be information being picked up about some injustices concerning family dynamics. Okay? And it just needs to be completely cleared up so no other individuals are harmed in the process. Be patient.